my gosh, y'all. I kid you not. I thought this was going to be the exact same layout that we've seen in some other travel trailers in years past, but this is a new 2025 Jayco Eagle. It's a bit redesigned, and the bedroom in here, not only is the floor plan layout for the living room and kitchen area phenomenal as it is, but the bedroom is, I mean, it just blew me away. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are getting the first look at the 2025 Jayco Eagle travel trailer. And this here is a redesigned floor plan. It's their Eagle half-ton travel trailer, so more lightweight. We're gonna get into the half-ton towing aspect of this travel trailer here, but the model on this one, it is this floor plan layout here. So it is the 295 RUCD. I actually do not know what that stands for. Maybe rear U-shaped dinette. I don't know. You can try to decipher what that may mean, but look at how much floor space here is in this bedroom with nearly a king-size bed. I don't know how they did this. It is very impressive. Now, before we go inside, I want to let you know that I'm here with Blue Compass RV. So if you are interested in this RV, Blue Compass has over 100 different stores in 33 different states across the United States. And we're here to help when you're ready to purchase your next RV. So the link down below is in the comments and description to get you to our website where you can see all of the different stores we have across the US. And a lot of them carry Jayco Eagle. So you can find this exact product coming soon here for 2025 or also some 2024 models. So go check that out. Now with Eagle, this is gonna be Jayco's top of the line travel trailer, although this is their half-ton model, so it's a little bit more lightweight, but you have an absolutely massive front cap here. That is a windshield up front, blends so well into this black front cap. Love that they went to this black front cap to blend in that windshield beautifully. Love the lighting up here. That Eagle logo is actually lit up. To 30-pound propane bottles when 20-pound propane bottles are standard on travel trailers. You have a power tongue jack, and then I wanted to get over to the specs over here because this thing is 33 feet 10 inches and it is 8,471 pounds without anything else in it, but that is with the propane bottles full, so that's good that that weight measurement includes that. And it has a 1,779 cargo carrying capacity, so that is going to put this at right about, right at about 10,000 pounds fully loaded just about. So pretty dang heavy. Tongue weight on this, I would imagine, I have not looked at it, but the tongue weight is likely going to be somewhere in that 800 to 1,000 pound area, which makes this not half-ton towable by all half-ton trucks. You definitely have to be aware of what you are towing with. I mean, this thing is a monster. I know this is labeled as a half-ton towable travel trailer. I have a 2023 Toyota Tundra. It is a 1794 package. The package that you have on your truck does matter in determining if you can tow a certain trailer. Definitely matters more with half-ton trucks, especially. And my truck only has a 1,200 pound payload capacity. Definitely this would push that over what it is capable of doing as far as the manufacturer suggests. But there are other trucks out there with higher payload capacity, so be mindful of that. Nonetheless, with the length of this thing, how big it is, I will always recommend a 3/4 ton truck, and I will die on that hill 10 days out of 10 because it is just not safe to tow something this big with a half-ton truck. If you want to try it, be my guest, but I didn't tell you to do it. Now, as we step inside, we're gonna take a look at the rest of the outside here in a second, but as we step inside, you have your steps going up into this camper, and take a look at this massive U-shaped dinette table that does collapse down and make into a bed. You have storage up above there, really nice white colors in here. You have cloth furniture, not that pleather style furniture, and all of this floor space here. So if you've been around RVs a bit over the last few years, you've probably seen a floor plan similar to this, but let's get right back to the bedroom and show you this bedroom, y'all, because you have a slide out here. So not a whole lot of options in this kind of segment that will give you a slide out in the bedroom area. This hallway is also very long, longer than what we're used to feeling in this style floor plan. So they kind of stretched this out a bit. And then you have, because of the slide out and the way they designed this, so much floor space here in this bedroom. I mean, more than any other travel trailer that I have seen with this style floor plan offers by a mile. I mean, this is crazy. This is enough room to like dance around in this bedroom. It is so big. And this is a 66 by 80 inch They're calling it like their Olympic bed. It's not a true king size bed because a true king I think is either 70 or 72 inches by 80. So this is 66 by 80. But still, I mean, it is really, really a great size bed. Sits deep back into that space, but you have room on both sides of the bed to kind of walk around and get into bed. Plus you have your bedside table space or like little cubby area with outlets. You have the shelf up above your head or behind your head. You have a magnet latch, or not a magnet latch, but just a little latch there for when you pull down your black privacy shade, if you want to have your privacy shade so people can't see in through that windshield. You have some storage space up here, wardrobe storage here, and you have storage here. Whoa, that's really different. You can see that drawer is angled, but it pulls out straight. Whoa, that's a little trippy. That's kind of cool though. That is pretty neat. Like I said, room to walk around the bed, and then get this. This is gonna be one of the only options that is like this in this floor plan arrangement, where you actually have combo washer dryer unit connections here, and you can do a combo washer dryer there. So really cool getting that capability. This storage also connects to the bathroom. So if you just use this for storage, you can access whatever is in here through this door in the bathroom. Two shallow pull-out drawers. No, sorry, one shallow pull-out drawer, two deeper pull-out drawers. And then no heat vents anywhere in the flooring. They run all of their heating through cabinetry. So no heat vents in the floor. Then in this slide out, you have all of this additional storage. So you get this little get ready area, or just a little spot that you can put some decor or books on or whatever. You have storage space here, plug in your phones there, storage space here. And then you have your wardrobe storage, spots to hang clothes right there, and down through here. I mean, this would be an awesome model to live in full time if you're wanting a travel trailer instead of a fifth wheel and nothing that is like over 35 feet. What a great option this would be. I mean, I don't know that it would get much better than this. This is really, really phenomenal. I'm really stoked to see what they did here, and very curious to hear your thoughts on what you think about this travel trailer. It does come with this huge 2-zone griddle cooktop that you will now have. It has a 3-stage water filtration system that is going to also soften your water and basically condition your water. And then you have a spot for a TV on the wall. And then finally, I just want to show you the ceiling height, y'all. I am 6'2". Look at how much room there is to the ceiling. This is a 7-foot tall ceiling. It is massive in here. I mean, this feels like I am in a fifth wheel RV in this bedroom. It is just phenomenal in here. This is a great travel trailer bedroom. One of the best I think I might have ever seen. So really love that. Coming back out this way, you have a sliding door for your privacy in the bedroom. It actually does close a little bit weird because you're gonna have a bit of a gap there, so you don't get like true privacy, but nonetheless, you have the door there. Going into the bathroom, you're going to have a pretty standard looking travel trailer bathroom. Love the countertop color. It's actually a plastic sink here in the bathroom. Medicine cabinet, has a tankless on-demand water heater. It is the Furrion water heater. This is that storage that accesses into that spot here. If you have a washer dryer combo unit in there, it is going to take up that storage space. You have a porcelain foot flush toilet, and then your shower here. I already showed you the ceiling height in here. No reason for me to get in the shower, as just about anyone will fit in the shower because it is very tall. You also have a vent fan and spot for your towels. So all in all, just phenomenal so far. We work back into this space. Your U-shaped dinette table along the back will drop down and make into a nearly 8-foot long bed. You have your 3 cushion recliners here. All 3 will recline, and this middle one does flip down. So you have cup holders there. Great spot to sit and cuddle if you want, or you could have 3 people here all reclining out. You could have the dog sitting in your lap. Just love it. And then this does have a stain resistant coating on it, plus the color of it I think will really not show stains even if you do happen to stain it. Pull down blackout shade, pull down blackout shades on all your windows, and then going through your kitchen space, you're going to have all of this pantry storage. You have a GE refrigerator, so this will be your 12-volt refrigerator. There is solar on the roof, and you actually have new solar options for 2024 with Jayco. So they're calling it like their Overlander packages. With this Eagle, I believe you can get up to, I believe it's 600 watts of solar on these Eagles. You can get at least 200 standard, 400 can be ordered as an option, and then I think you can also get the option for 600 on these Eagles. If you go up to their fifth wheels, you can even get like a 1200 watt solar package. Then you have this new sink. To see this in a travel trailer, I love it. This is going to have multiple different bins that it will come with. You can see this sprayer right here that you have. You can put a tray right here that has holes in it for your vegetables. It'll have a wooden cutting board as well, and you have this thing here to rinse your cups. Storage space through here. This is a residential size microwave. Come on now, y'all, that is awesome. You have a 3-burner gas stove. It has this knife rack back behind here so you can lay your knives down into that space. Larger than normal oven for a travel trailer. Storage underneath here. Then all kinds of storage around here and underneath the sink. Outlet up underneath the cabinetry. And then more storage along this way. So 2 pull-out drawers that are this size and 2 more down here that are this size, and magnet latches to hold those shut while you're going down the road. It is a wrapped countertop material, so this is not a solid surface countertop, it's that wrap material. And then let's look at too, we can see here, there's different options. So you have options on this one, oh, no options on this one. Some of your other Eagle trailers will have multiple different options though. This particular model is going to come as we see it here. Window out into your campsite. You have a Sansui TV. When I sit down in the recliner, you can see the view of the TV there. Pretty dang nice. You have a new speaker system, so they're using these MB Court speakers. Supposedly these are really nice. I have heard the TV through them and they sound great. I have yet to hear music through them, but I hear these speakers are phenomenal. First brand I've seen using them. And then around your U-shaped dining table, again, this will collapse down into a bed. You have outlets, USB ports on the sides, USB ports right here next to your recliners, and then you have your storage space up above here. Comes with this clock, and I hope I didn't miss anything. Oh, you have a Whisper Quiet AC system too, so you'll be able to have 2 ACs in here. ACs are up in the attic, and then these are the return ducts for those ACs. And then they'll be like a Coleman Mach AC unit. Right here is all your controls, so you can control your slide outs, and let's actually push this slide out in. Let's see. Right here, let's push this slide out in and see what we're able to get to with the slide close. It's more than likely this is going to block access to the bathroom. That is really one of the only concerns on a floor plan like this. You might not be able to get to the fridge either. But I will also show you how much time it takes for you to be able to access those things if you are on the road and need to in an emergency. So yeah, with the slide closed, cannot get to that bathroom there whatsoever. Really can barely open the refrigerator too. You will be able to open that refrigerator slightly, but not a whole heck of a lot. But here's the thing, if you stop on the side of the road or anything like that, pull over in a parking lot or anything. Oh, for some reason the audio just started. I don't know if there's voice controls on here, but if there are, it might have heard me. See some controls right here for some of your sound controls there. But if you pull over on the side of the road and you need to use the bathroom, it will take 1,000. Oh, whoops, wrong slide. Wrong slide, y'all. Whoopsies. So it will take 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, 12 1,000, 13, 14. Let's say 14 seconds, maybe 15 seconds to open up that slide and get through there to the bathroom. So for me, I feel like that's perfectly appropriate. I don't mind having to take those extra seconds just to get to the bathroom for the right floor plan layout. I could understand if you found another floor plan layout that you felt like was better than this and it had access to the bathroom. But I think for how cool this floor plan layout is, how big the bedroom is, I can deal with that one little inconvenience. But you let me know what you think down below in the comments, because I know some people are really, really adamant about that. As we step back outside, make sure you subscribe to the channel, as there is going to be a wide range of 2025 videos coming on this channel for months to come here. It's going to be a really exciting time of year. You have an awning that covers almost the entire length of the camper there, about 2/3, actually 3/4 of the length. You have a nice big outdoor kitchen, or not outdoor kitchen, sorry, outdoor refrigerator. A refrigerator is not a kitchen, but nice big refrigerator there. You have some blue lighting to just give it a little more of an aesthetic and look. You have a support arm there because your awning is so dang big, it needs that support arm, and you have white arms for the side of the awnings in a black fabric. Goodyear Endurance tires. It does have a upgraded suspension here that looks like it's probably the MoRide CRE 3000 suspension system. Then you can see the Jayco branded wheels. You have your MB Court speakers outside. What's back behind here? Ooh, outdoor water source on your campsite, so hot and cold water right there. Love that. You can take a look at all the different new things and top features for 2025. If you want to pause the video, you can read that. But we've talked about a lot of these things already, and we'll talk about any more as we go through the rest of this camper. Let's go along the non-camp side here. It does have electric stabilizers. You can see down underneath here. And I didn't catch if it had 12-volt heat pads on the water tanks. Let me look up here and see. Tank heat, yeah, no button for the tank heat. That might only be on like the non-half-ton Jayco Eagles. But sometimes they change things too, and that could always change. But nonetheless, fully enclosed underbelly, so all your water tanks and water lines will be stopped from freezing as long as your furnace is on. Then this is warranted for full-time RVing. It does have brake and reverse lights along the back, prepped to add a backup camera. Some additional storage down underneath here. Oh, is this locked? Man, they locked it on me. So I can't get in there. I don't have my keys on me, unfortunately, but that's gonna be underneath the U-shaped dinette. So you can just imagine the size of that bench back there. It'll be about the size of that bench. Ladder to get up onto the roof. Again, 200 watts of solar will be standard. 2 slide outs on this non-camp side. And it looks like all of your black and gray tank dump valves come to this one spot here on the travel trailer with that amber light to see what you're doing if it's dark outside, and one central spot for everything. You have that 3-stage water filtration and water softening and conditioning system here. So love to see that now standard. And then you have the Nautilus water management system right here for all of your water connections. Doesn't look like they're utilizing a drop frame or anything, which is really impressive how big this thing feels without that. And then the front cap is just about one of the best looking front caps on a travel trailer RV that you're gonna find. Plus it has, again, the 30-pound propane bottle, so it is designed for that extended camping experience. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Very excited to hear y'all's thoughts and feedback on this travel trailer. So let me know what you think. Link it down below in the comments and description if you are interested in this RV. We're here to help when you're ready with Blue Compass RV. And until next time, live firmly unbound.